All right, well, now we're going to make some coq au vin, which is a great way to get rid of a lot of wine in a really delicious manner. We start with a lot of onions already cut up. We had about 5 green onions here, a bunch of pearl onions. It's about maybe 16 of these. And then about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. And lastly, we have 10 slices of bacon. So we've got a lot of leftover wine, and this is how we're going to use it. First, we have the Grenache, then the Mourvedre, and the Shiraz. I'm going to make the classic Southern Rhone blend. That's 1.5 cups of Grenache, 3/4 cups of Shiraz, and next, 1/4 cup of Mourvedre. And then you have a nice Southern Rhone blend. So now I'm adding the bacon, and I've sliced it all up into little pieces. We're going to fry this up, and it's going to be the base for the coq au vin. Everything else gets fried in the bacon grease after you remove the bacon. All right, so with the slotted spoon, we're going to remove all of the bacon from the bacon grease and reserve it by putting it on a paper towel. All right, now we've got the chicken. And we're putting these into the into the bacon to fry it up. So once these are browned, then we take them out, let them drip dry of all of their grease, and we put them aside and reserve them for later. Then go the vegetables. Here we've got the onion and the pearl onion and the garlic. And that all goes in all together. That'll we get stirred up, and we go ahead and fry that up for about 10 minutes uncovered. Now, the most important part of this recipe is when you're adding the flour, to sprinkle this in, and we get a fairly unusual mixture here. I'm going to give us 3 tablespoons. Then, when this gets mixed in, it forms a paste in the fat. Next, we add a little bit of chicken stock to this, and we add it slowly so that we maintain that paste consistency inside the pot. So this is the part where we get to use all of the wine. And I add in more or less a bottle of wine, adding it slowly, the same way that we were adding the chicken stock. Okay, now we add just a teaspoon of thyme. And we mix that in and wait for it to come to nearly a boil. We're going to add back the bacon and mix that in real nice. And now it's time to add chicken and potatoes. All right, and lastly we'll add the potatoes. All right, these get stirred in. It gets stored overnight in the refrigerator where the flavors intensify. And after they mix together, we'll heat this in the oven at 350 degrees for 2 hours, halfway through adding about a dozen or so carrots. So we've been blending together flavors and blending wine. At Chest Foundation, it's all about blending effort so that we can all be working together to crush lung disease.